My name is Little, Harry Little, and I don't normally do videos, but when I do them for Positive Tales. Positive Tales is this awesome non-profit organization that works to keep animals safe, healthy, and loved. I mean, look at me. I woke up like this. How do they do it? Well, here's a video that helps explain some of it.
Halloween night, we had a very extreme case come in.
A young female spayed border collie was hit by a car.
Crying, panting, covered in blood, unable to stand.
Some pretty severe injuries.
2 broken bones that we knew right away would need surgery to fix.
We stabilize her, we get her in a comfortable place.
Those costs quickly add up to something that can be too much for a family.
Of course, medical care comes with costs. So for her, $10,000 to $15,000.
In some cases, and they would elect to put their pet to sleep.
We have to find somebody to finance the bill.
We're thrilled to be working with a nonprofit called Positive Tales that was founded to help families in need and stray animals.
We have a great relationship with Positive Tales.
We reach out to Positive Tales to apply for funding for cases.
They approve the case, and then they're great at getting the financial plan underway immediately, and so we're able to institute immediate life-saving treatment. Linda Carter, she's Wonder Woman, so she took on a car and here she is.
Emergencies can happen to anyone at any time. No one plans for that.
These are huge financial burdens, so a lot of people need help, and that's what Positive Tales does.
Without Positive Tales, we would not have been able to have treated Linda. I don't know what would have happened to her.
If it wasn't for Positive Tales, you know, the amount of cases we have to euthanize would unfortunately be much higher.
I've worked with Positive Tales on dozens of cases to help treat pets and keep families together. If you're able to give anything at all
donations are welcome, and I mean, they save many animals that otherwise wouldn't have a chance.
Jeez, that Linda's a firecracker, I tell you. Funding medical emergencies isn't all that Positive Tales does, though. They also want to get ahead of the problem and keep the whippersnappers off the streets. Take a look. That Kevin always makes me laugh. But you know what's not funny? Having babies that have to roam the streets looking for food. Here's another pal of mine who was saved by Positive Tales.
He was on death's door when he came in. And no blood sugar, his temperature was too low to read.
I accept full responsibility for the place in my life which I now stand. I know I'm a product of the choices that I have made along the way. I'm not a victim of circumstance, but I have this recurring dream where I'm sliding down a steep slope. You're standing on the sidewalk, but you give me nothing to hold. You let me fall. You let me fall. You let me fall. You let me fall. If I fall in love with you, there's not a thing that you can do except maybe to follow your heart. If you feel it too, then you can choose to follow through, and if you don't, you can simply disregard.
I'm not crying. You crying? I just got something in my eye. Look, you don't have to take my word for all the work Positive Tales does. Meet my buddy Antu.
Antu is my 1.5-year Rottweiler, and when we just moved to the city about 5 months ago, he got sick with this rough little cough. He was a little lethargic, definitely not eating. We took him to the hospital. They rushed him into emergency because he was about to die. I almost dropped to the ground. I couldn't believe it. They told us he had pneumonia and he would probably stay in the hospital about 3 to 5 nights. They rounded about $4,000, almost $5,000. I thought I was gonna go to the hospital, grab some medicine and head back home and give him all my love. It was rough. So after calling family members, trying to get it all in our credit cards and see if we can get a loan from somewhere, we got about $550 together, and I was left with the option of putting down my dog in a humane way or taking him home and waiting for it to die next to me. The doctor told us about Positive Tales that would help people like me that can't afford expensive dog operations or treatment. We've been in the hospital for 2 hours trying to gather the money, and within half an hour they respond to us and they told us, we will help you. When you're debating about putting your dog down or taking him home for a certain death, when somebody gives you a hand, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful concept. After the 7th day, they told me I could take my dog home, and I was super stoked. I couldn't believe it. Truly, walking through those doors was probably the best experience of my life, knowing I was going back with my buddy. That's the first night I had peace in 7 nights. En la hora más dura de mi vida, cuando no tenía respuestas, cuando no tenía a nadie a quien a pedirle ayuda, me ayudaron. Le salvaron la vida a mi perro y me dieron futuro y me mostraron que al final del día hay gente buena en este mundo. He just passed 14 months and I could not imagine a single day without him.
Truth is, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Positive Tales. And actually, neither would you. So I want you to dig deep. Give them all your money. If you've already given, I thank you from the bottom of my hairy little heart. But just give them some more. Wait a second. Is that a mic in that shot? Get it out. Jeez, I'm working with amateurs here. Cash, credit cards, Bitcoin, whatever you got. Doesn't even have to be yours. Just give. Save a life. Keep a family together. Take some pain out of the world. Okay. I know you want to get back to your night, so I'm done here. Go in big and then give it to Positive Tales. Actually, you. No, you over there. Put 100 down already. I'm feeling lucky.